This poem is called Bring Cookies, Not Apples. Okay. Sakpase?
Napule!
I love you guys. Make my nipples hard. I was never taught how to put a condom on. In fact, I lost my mind before losing my virginity trying to find a hole. Wiggling my puberty in the dark room, the spoiling lamp was next to her confused face, and she flicked the light on and said, "Wait, boy, you know what you're doing?" I never knew what self-esteem was until that very moment, but at least I now know where her belly button is located. And then her dildo vibrated next to me. It shocked the both of us, and we laughed at that instead of my insecurity. She quickly grabbed a moment and threw it against my neck. Guided my insecurities in her wet ocean, I dived into a world unknown to me, yet known from magazines, late night movies, Cinemax, cousins, and drunk uncles that wanted to take credit for my manhood. It was good, but the 2 minutes of bliss was that of an inexperienced boy. She patted me on my back like a poor child, desperately trying to make an impression. What I got was a nut and a lesson, and squirrels don't move like rabbits do, so that was it for me. I was excited to be a man at 13 years young. It'll take more years to realize that the tongue will eventually be involved. Until then, I'll be licking all of my plates after dinner, innocently. Yes. I'll continue assuming that men don't lick where babies spit out and tampons come in. My penis must be just a tool used to insert and receive suction. Lesson learned though. During the heat of the night, she grabbed my face and wouldn't let go. Shoved it between her legs and said, "Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?" Oh my God. And I replied in awe, "I don't know, but there's hair on the cookie jar, and I would prefer to eat treats without residue between my teeth."
What?
Her feet pointed up, toes curled as she retreated backwards as if there were monsters underneath the bed, and she didn't want her legs hanging over the edge, but she was the woman. I was the child exploring wild things, smiled when she was satisfied, and I learned that the greatest thing a guy can do is to keep her happy when it's all through. So, as I slept deeply, with my head rest against the desk, she gripped my shoulders firmly and asked if I was okay and if my homework was done just before the bell rung, and I said yes, with an awkward half smile. I then picked up my book bag and noticed that I was the last student in class, and I laughed, knowing I finished first in my dreams and last in reality. Before I walked out, she offered the last cookie saved by another student, and I replied, "Ma'am, I don't eat cookies without fresh milk." And she looked down toward me, winked her eyes, and said, "Neither do I." With my... That was nasty, no? I laughed when I wrote it. I was like, "Oh, fuck. Fuck it. With my shocked demeanor stumbling down the hallways, I will always remember that everything learned in school isn't factual. I know now I should bring a teacher cookies and not apples. Thank you.